Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Yosef. I want to come back to you with another video today talking about the secret abominations within the scriptures. Secret abominations within the scriptures. Now, when we look at abominations, of course, the first things that come to our mind is sodomy, homosexuals, effeminate, you got bestiality, you got incest, you got people praying to the sun, like in Ezekiel chapter 8. You got people praying to, deities of wood and stone. These are some of the things that come to our mind. There's so many more that I'm not, basically expressing right now, but you got dealing with the unclean foods. In Leviticus chapter 11, you talk about the swine is unclean. You're dealing with the scavengers of the waters, the catfishes, the lobster, the shrimp, things of that nature. These are like noticeable abominations, all right? But what I want to talk to you today about is some abominations that you may not be aware of, some that you may participate in on a daily basis and don't even know that you are being an abomination to the Most High, all right? So let's go ahead and talk about this for a second. The book of Sirach, chapter 15. Talk about some of these secret abominations. Book of Sirach, chapter 15, and verse 13. It said, "And Yah hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yah love it not." All right, so my job today is to share with you these abominations that the Most High hates. The scripture says that the Most High hateth all abominations. Now, there are different levels of sin, all right? You got the overall picture of sin, you got transgression, iniquity, but you have abominations, all right? Now, abominations are things that are detestable. They're disgusting to the Most High. He can't stand them. He hates them, all right? And now, don't get me wrong, he hates these other sins as well, but these are called disgusting sin. They're detestable. If you look up the word abomination or abominable, you will see detestable. It's disgusting, all right? So I already told you about the sodomy, the homosexuals, all right, in the sight of the Most High is disgusting, all right? We know the world, they clap on it, they praise it, they do gay parades, they do all kind of things for these homosexual sodomites. In this world, you can lay with your animal. In this world, they basically, all the laws of this world are basically, a nice portion of them are against the laws of the Most High. All right, but let's talk about some of these secret abominations. All right, let's get into the scriptures and go to Proverbs chapter 16. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse number 5. It said, "Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination unto Yah. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished." Now pay attention to the scripture in verse number 5. It said, "Everyone that is proud in heart." Now, if you've been looking at some of these wisdom studies that I've done in the past, you will be able to see that I've done a scripture about the Torah of wisdom. Okay, I did a lesson on here about pride. All right, now you don't see pride in the first 5 books as a violation of the law. All right, and if you do see it in there, just shoot me a scripture and I can take this portion down or redo it. But I haven't seen it up until my research. I have not seen "thou shalt not have pride" in the scriptures. All right, "Thus saith Yah, do not have pride." I don't see it. But when you cross over to the Torah of wisdom, the instructions of wisdom, you will see that pride is a sin. All right, so right, chapter 10, verse 13, pride is beginning to sin. But right here, Proverbs 16 and 5, "Everyone that is proud in heart," what's your heart? Your mind. "Everyone that's proud in heart is an abomination." You're disgusting to the Most High. I'm disgusting to the Most High if I operate in pride. All right, not just the actual acting of it, but the thoughts of it that linger in our mind that causes us. Because what did the Messiah say? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So it starts right here in the heart. So everyone that's proud in heart, everyone that's prideful in their mind, thinking of themselves more than what they really are, all right, and they begin to act upon it, they are an abomination unto the Most High. So this is news for a lot of you, because a lot of you did not know that being prideful or having a proud heart is an abomination. All right, Proverbs chapter 17, let's go to another one, all right, that you may not be familiar with. It says, "He that justifies the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination unto Yah. Let's park it right here for a second, because it says that he that justifies the wicked, he's an abomination. How many wicked people are we justifying every day? People that are not keeping the laws of the Most High, people that can care less about the Most High, but we saying, well, they're not that bad after all. They are. People that's to participate in abominable affairs, abominable relationships, and in the world, they all right. A lot of people will have more love for a sodomite than they will for an Israelite. He that justifies the wicked is an abomination, and he that condemns the just, even they both are abominations. So you got to be careful about when you condemn just people. People that are trying to live for the Most High. People that are trying to observe his righteous laws and commandments. He said that they are an abomination if you are condemning those people. Let's continue though. Proverbs chapter 20. Proverbs chapter 20 and verse number 10. All right, it says, diverse weights and diverse measures, both of them are alike, an abomination unto Yah. Now, if you're not having to deal with measuring weights and scales, then this is not something that you're going to have to really deal with. But if you are a person that's dealing with weights and having to measure things and sell to people and being an honest business person, you got to make sure that those scales are right. Because a false scale is an abomination. We see that tip scale when it comes to the justice system. The lady with the eyes, which is a deity with the blindfold and the scales are tipped. All right, that's an abomination to the Most High. He said that they that deal truly is his delight. Verse number 23, let me get that for you. All right, it says, diverse weights are an abomination unto Yah, and a false balance is not good. We use that word balance, okay? Got to be careful how much we use that word balance. But it says in the King James that a false balance is not good. I know we try to relate that to having a balanced life, trying to make sure that we're not spending too much time, thinking about our business, thinking about our jobs, thinking about our spouses, thinking about our brothers and sisters, thinking about the things of this world. And we say we need to have a balanced life. All right, some people will look at it like that, but it's definitely make sure we're not putting more things as a priority over the Most High. But a false balance is an abomination to the Most High, where you're dealing with the scales. And I believe actually when we put the world things over the Most High, I believe that he looks at that as an abomination unto him as well. All right, but let's continue though. Now let's go to Proverbs chapter 29. Proverbs chapter 29, and we're going to go to verse number 27. It says, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So we see that an unjust man is an abomination to the just. So if you have somebody that's keeping these commandments and they look at someone that's living an abominable lifestyle, they are disgusting to them. So that the person that's not keeping Yah's laws are disgusting to the person that is keeping Yah's laws, but it's the other way around as well. And he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Now, if you see a man or a woman that is observing Yah's laws and his commandments, they are disgusting to the world. They are disgusting to people to even behold. Let me grab that right quick in the Wisdom of Solomon. Grab some wisdom real quick. Let's show you what the Wisdom of Solomon has to say. Kokamah or Shalamah, right here in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 10. I'm going to read through a few little scriptures real quick so you can see the thoughts of the wicked as I'm going through these scriptures. All right, it said, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law. This is what the wicked has to say. This is how they think. All right, and objecting to our infamy, the transgressions of our educations. So now more of our people are homeschooling, and now they want to come against the people of Yah for even educating their children. Verse number 13, he professeth to have the knowledge of Yah. He calls himself the child of Yah. Number 14, For he was made to reprove our thoughts. This is what the wicked people think about the righteous. They think that the righteous person, it was made to reprove their thoughts. Number 15, he is grievous even unto us to behold. For his life is not like other men's, and his ways are not of another fashion. You see this? So it says, it said that he is grievous for us even to behold. The wicked and the abomination, according to Proverbs that we just read, Proverbs chapter, I believe that was 29, I'm talking about 27. The upright in the person in his way is an abomination to the wicked. The wicked, when he said in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and 15, he said, he is grievous for us even to behold him. The wicked cannot even stand looking at a person that's keeping Yah's laws, statutes, and commandments. He said that he's grievous for us to behold, for his life is not like other men's or other women's. His ways are of another fashion. Yeah, they're of another fashion. The fashion is to please the Most High and not look good for man. That's the fashion right there. It says in 16, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He is stained from our ways as from the filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be Baruch or blessed, and he maketh his boast that Yah be his father. So you can read the rest of chapter 2 on your own. You can read the beginning and the end in its totality so you can get the whole understanding of it. But I just wanted to take a few scriptures out of there to show you the thoughts of the wicked. All right. So Proverbs 29:27 again. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Disgusting. All right. So now let's go to Sirach chapter 27. Sirach chapter 27. Let's go to a few more of these right here. Sirach chapter 27 and verse number 30. Malice and wickedness. Let me say that again. Malice and wrath, slick eye. Malice and wrath, even those are an abomination, and the sinful man shall have them both. So the scripture says that malice and wrath, even these are an abomination. All right. And the sinful man shall have them both. So we see malice as being mischievous, malicious. You see people that are always devising wicked intentions, always have evil plans and plots. All right. These people are an abomination to the Most High. And they say wrath is an abomination. All right. I've been guilty of having wrath, and wrath is uncontrollable anger. So we got to watch that. I'm telling you about the Torah of wisdom. You got to go back to controlling your anger. If you go back to the 12 basic laws of wisdom that's in there, anger is a part of them. But wrath is a different level of anger. It's uncontrollable anger. So I told Yah through the knowledge of his Ruach HaKodesh. I told our for his Ruach HaKodesh giving me the knowledge, let me say that, to be able to understand how bad, just to get a glimpse of anger and how bad it is. And I've been making continuous strides to make sure that I'm not a man that's of wrath, because the scripture says, make no friendship with an angry man, lest you learn his ways, that be a snare unto you. All right. So wrath is an abomination unto the Most High. Just wanted to let you know that it's uncontrollable rage, uncontrollable anger. All right. Make sure that you're not participating in wrath. All right. Scripture says you can be angry. Scripture says it said be angry, but sin not. All right, wrath is on a whole different level though. Wrath, when you have wrath inside of you, you're out for revenge. You're out to hurt somebody. You're out to kill somebody. All right, you're on a whole different level. All right, wrath is an abomination. Let's go back to Proverbs chapter 12. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse number 22. It says, lying lips are an abomination unto Yah, but they that deal truly are his delight. You see this again? Lying lips. Know, if you just had someone, if I talked about, do you know anybody with a lying lips or a lying tongue? I know you probably know about 3 or 4 people right now that come straight to your brain that have a lying tongue. They always lie. I got about 3 of them that I grew up with around the corner from me that came over on our street, and it's like, man, they lie so much. I think they started to believe the lie. All right? And these are the people that when they actually are telling the truth, you can't believe them because they lie so many different times to you. Lying lips are an abomination. If you're one of those people that are constantly telling lies, you need to stop it, okay? Because the Most High is going to punish you. Lying lips are an abomination unto the Most High Yahweh. Those that deal truly are his delight. Let's continue though. Let's go to a few more. Proverbs chapter 28. This is one right here that a lot of people I definitely don't believe to understand they're doing this, especially people that are rejecting people that's bringing them truth, rejecting people that are bringing these scriptures, rejecting people that's trying to wake them up to their nationality, wake them up to who they truly are, trying to bring them back to the ways of the Most High. This is something for you right here. You got to really pay attention to this. All right. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 9. He that turneth his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. You got to be careful. You got Most High sending you one of his servants, whether they come in the form of a man, whether they come in the form of a woman. He's sending you somebody to come to you, to share these scriptures with you, to share the word with you, to share that you got to keep his laws, you got to keep his statutes, you got to keep his commandments, you got to observe his ways. He's sending you these people to wake you up and show you these things. And then you say, I don't want to hear that. Get away from me. And you don't know that you're turning away from the Most High when you're doing that. So in return, the scripture says, Proverbs 28 and 9 says, that he that turns his ear away from hearing the law, hearing the laws of the Most High, and it can be talking about the Torah of wisdom as well. He that turneth his ear away from hearing the law, that person's prayer is an abomination. So that person, you just stood out there, you done tried to wake them up to this truth. They didn't want to hear you because you wasn't a passenger. They didn't want to hear you because they didn't have no respect for you. They turned down what you had to say about the scriptures. They tried to get on their knees and pray to the Most High later on that night, according to the scriptures. That person's prayer is an abomination. These are secret abominations that many of our people do not even know that they are operating in. So it's my job here today to do this short video to share with you some of these secret abominations so that you will know what they are. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs and Mishlei chapter 6. We're going to go through the 7 things that the Most High hates, all right? But within these, you're going to see some of these things that I already mentioned. All right, so Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things does Yah hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. All right. A proud look. Remember, I just told you about that. We started off with that. That was one of the beginning scriptures. A proud heart is an abomination. But right here it says a proud look. Pride is sin, according to the Torah of wisdom. A proud look, a lying tongue. Didn't I just go over that again? Lying lips are an abomination unto the Most High. A hands that shed innocent blood. Then we talked about malice and wrath for an abomination. This person that have hands that shed innocent blood, they're very malicious. A heart that devises wicked imaginations. That go back to malice too. Malice and wrath. All right. Feet that be swiftly to run to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. There you go about lying again. Lying is an abomination. And he that soweth discord among the brethren. All right. So you see that again, and it said the 7th one is an abomination. So whether you want to look at the 7th one as an abomination, the discord sower, or all 7 of these are an abomination, I've already went through enough scriptures to show you proof that there are quite a few of these that are already mentioned as abominations even before we came to Proverbs chapter 6. So a discord sower is an abomination unto the Most High. You got to be careful when you out there sowing that discord among the brethren, among the sisters. All right. And a discord sower is a person that causes commotion between 2 people that are at peace with one another. Are you guilty of being a discord sower? You got to really watch out. You got to really be careful. These are an abomination to the Most High. This is on a different level of sin. These are the things that he detests. These are the things that he absolutely hates. So these are some of the secret abominations in the scriptures. Not being with you too long with this study right here. Get straight to the point. Make sure that you are not participating in having a lying tongue. Make sure that you're not a false witness that speaketh lies. Make sure that you're not sowing discord among the brethren. Make sure that you don't have feet that swift to run into mischief. Make sure that you're not dealing with malice. Make sure that you control the wrath. Make sure that you're not proud in your heart, thinking that you're all this and all that. All right, make sure that you're not taking advantage of people, diverse weights, and this is an abomination. You go to Sirach chapter 27, it tells you that sin sticks close between buying and selling. It's real easy to have an unbalanced weight when you out here selling and buying and selling. All right? Don't be condemning the just people. For those of you that are out here that are condemning the just, you want to talk bad about people that's keeping the laws of the Most High. How you out here bashing people that's keeping the commandments? Because you want to live under grace, because you want to live under just say faith, and that's it. And you want to bash the people that's keeping the Most High's commandments and call them the devil. You better be careful about that, I'm telling you, because according to scriptures, that's an abomination to the Most High. We talked about that. So, and if you turn your ears away from hearing this law, why are you even praying for it? Your prayer is an abomination. You better start listening to those people that's coming to you telling you got to keep the commandments. You better start paying attention. You need to at least listen to what they have to say, even if you don't listen to it, even if you don't agree with it 100%. Because if you turn your ear away from hearing the law, your prayer is an abomination now. So with that said, I pray that this message was edifying to each and every single one of you. I pray that you can share this video. All right, if you like this video or any other previous videos, I'm asking you right now to subscribe to the channel, click that notification button so that you can be notified for all these other previous, wisdom messages that's going to be coming in down the pipeline, and the ones that happened previously. All right, and that you get more content from this channel. I pray the Most High be with each and every single one of you, especially those of you that are striving for truth and righteousness. Until the next time, shalom, shalom.